Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio. I'm here with part 2 of our sewing journal, and today we're going to do the cover. Last time for part 1 we did put all the signatures together, and so today I thought we would do the cover, and we'll see how much time we have left. I tried to pre-cut some things, so let me show you. I make my covers out of a lot of different things. This happens to be an old cornflakes box, and I do save my boxes. I usually don't just keep the spine intact because I like to change the size of the spine. So I usually cut each side to be 9x6. That's a standard size of one of my journals, and then I alter the size of the spine based on how many signatures I'm going to put in or how full it's going to be. So what I do is when I cut them, okay, then this is the spine will end up being 9 inches by however wide I decide. And then what I do is I leave a small gap. I lay them out, leave a very small gap, if you can see that right here, and then I tape them together, okay, with a reinforcement tape. Let me show you what I use, just a minute. I have linen hinging tape, and it's what I used to use when I matted my artwork in that, and it just seems like it's really sturdy. So you could use maybe Tyvek or whatever, but I have some of the self-adhesive hinging tape left, so I've been using that. Anyway, so I went ahead and I cut the pieces and taped them together. And then I took Amazon packaging, okay, just opened it up, and I cut that to size like this, so we'll have a little bit of padding on our cover. And then I had this material that I thought was absolutely gorgeous, okay, and I cut a piece that was a little bit longer and wider than the cover. But then I ran into what I thought would end up being an issue. So I laid them out. Just trying to get all ready for you. And I realized that I'm thinking this cover, the spine, might be too wide. Because when I put my signatures in and I leave a little bit of a gap, I really feel like this spine could be 1/4 of an inch smaller, because when you fold it over, and I'm going to hope you can, when I fold it over, there's so much space. I don't think I can, let me see if I can, hi everybody. Okay, I can't hardly believe that I did that when I went to show you the slack like that there was between the signatures of this journal and the cover. I tried to hold it up so that you could see that, and I ended up turning the camera off. So I could have just built another cover, and we could have, I could have videoed that. However, I didn't have enough of the same material to do another cover. These are the only 2 pieces I have left. So what I thought I'd do is just show you my process as best I can without doing the whole cover. And then we'll pick up in the next video when I pick out the paper that I used for the inside. So basically what I ended up doing was I cut the spine and made it smaller right now. So I can go ahead and do that, because if I make another journal, I think it needs to be a little smaller. So yeah, this is 2.5. So I'm going to mark it at 2 1/4. I marked this at 2 1/4. I can't believe I did that. That's like, but you know, I video from my phone, and I'm always trying new setups to try to, you know, get a good view and everything, and oh my gosh. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. And then I'm going to cut it again. Well, actually, I think no, I better cut it. Go ahead and cut it again right here on the edge. And we'll just retape that. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and retape this. Let me get my tape out. I was worried about shutting that camera off all day, trying to figure out how I can put another video in there without the material of making another cover. And I realized that you probably don't even care. And there was no sense in me stressing myself out over that. So this is what I decided to do, is just to show you on a different cover. Okay, and this is that hinging tape that I use. I'll hold it up in just a second. And I'm leaving a small gap so that the journal will open and close easily and not catch up on the spine hinge. Okay, so now we've got our cover back. Oh, it looks like I could trim that. I need my fabric scissors though. This tape is linen, so if you have fabric scissors, it's way easier. So this is the tape, the linen hinging tape, and you usually use it to mount art behind mats or something like that. And I had it left from when I used to mat my artwork. Okay, so here we have a new cover, and then we took the Amazon packaging like this, and we cut it to size. And what I did first though was I glued, where's my tacky glue? I glued with tacky glue, I glued it down, and it didn't have to be perfect because we're going to put material over it. So I'm just getting it so it'll stick to the Amazon packaging. And it doesn't matter too much with the packaging, but you can take a brush or a silicone brush and flatten out the glue a little bit. When you glue like that with material over it, you definitely want to do this so that you don't have the glue marks. It spreads the glue out and flattens it down a little bit. Okay. And then we're just going to turn this over and put it on our packaging like this. Perfect. Okay. And then now we need to get our regular scissors back. And I'm going to cut as close to this cover as I can with the packaging. And I do save these pieces because you can piece the packaging on the front of a journal cover, or if I make a smaller journal cover, I can piece them on. And obviously I'm not going to keep this piece. This is too small. Okay, so we have our Amazon packaging on there. Now I was going to take this material and just show you what I normally would do. So I would cut the material so that it hangs about an inch on either side, or 3/4 of an inch, something like that on either side of it. And then I would cut my corners so I can kind of miter them, and then I would put glue here, glue this back. I would do this side so that I could pull it real taut underneath, okay? And then I would glue these down and glue the bottom up. And that's the step that I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So anyway, so we're back to this point. Now, where I pick up again is going to be where I've selected the paper that's going to go on the inside, but you will see the cover without that paper in it right at the beginning of the video. So you'll see what it looked like when I, mitered the corners and covered it with fabric. So I'm going to stop right here, and then I'm going to edit in the next part of the video so you can see the paper that I selected. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm not great with technology, so I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to stop stressing. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I found a inner piece of paper from this paper pad. I have some really old paper pads. I'm not even sure if this one has a date on it, but it's a Recollections, Everyday Moments. I don't see a date, but it's old. So anyways, I found this really pretty paper that I thought would match the inside. And so basically a 12 by 12 sheet works perfect in my journals. So what I do is I need, 6 inches for this side. I need 6 inches for this side, so you can cut it in half. But then I need a piece for here. So I usually cut my 9 inches and then my 6 and 6. And then I use this strip, even though it's sideways, it won't matter. Okay? So I'm going to get my paper cutter. And we're going to do our 9 inches first. Oh, hello. Okay, so we want to go 9 inches first. And actually, I don't want to go exactly 9. Let's go just shy. Let me measure this real quick. Yeah, so let's go 8 and I do 8 and 7/8. Make it just shy of 9 inches. So there's our 9 inches, and if we make it 8 7/8 or thereabouts, okay. Okay, and then we'll cut each of these into 6. Okay, now this one, remember, this piece that's left is going to go in the spine, and it's going to go sideways, okay? So we want to go 8 7/8 or thereabouts inches here. And then I'm just going to cut off this top piece, the brand. Okay. And that's what'll go in the spine area right there. So it will, if I cut them the right size, yep, it will. I might need to trim this one a little bit, these side ones just a hair, because they may get caught in there. So I'm going to take a little trim off of each of these. Instead of being 6, we'll make it just, I'm just going to trim a smidge off right here. This little piece, and that's going to make all the difference, I think. We'll try that. It's easier to make another cut and take another small piece than it is to take too much, so I err on the safe side. Okay. All right, so let's put this back down here and see. Yeah, we probably could even go just a hair more. Yep. I'm going to do exactly the same amount on each one again, and that should be good. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and put this piece down first. And I need to measure where I want to score this. So I'm going to hold this piece. I want to score it so that it bends. I have to think about it for a minute. It becomes a mountain, so I have to score it this way. Okay. And so basically all I'm doing is I'm just holding it so that I can see where my spine lines are, and I'm kind of centering it. I'm going to make a little mark there, and I'm going to make a little mark there. Okay. We'll get our scoreboard out. Okay, and it looks like it's like in between marks, so I'm going to move it over just a hair. Okay. Perfect. And I'm going to move this so it makes it easier because I'm right-handed, so it's hard to get right over in the corner. So I'm going to put my mark right here at the 5. Okay. And score right down there. Okay. And when you score, you know that a valley makes a mountain makes a valley. So I needed these to be able to fold in like that. So we'll see if we got close. We did well. Okay. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. I'm going to turn it this way. I want to see where I want to center it. Remember that we cut a little inside, so I want to center it top and bottom, about, give or take, and I want to see how this works. So if this goes here, okay, so far so good. Okay, this looks like I need to move this in just a hair. Okay, looks good. So I'm going to do this first. I'm not going to do the other side yet, because I may need, you know, we may need to change that little bend a little bit. I'm not sure. So okay. I want to look at the direction. Okay. Okay. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. A Fabri-Tac does give you a little bit of time to adjust stuff if you need to. And I think I need to push it up just a hair there. I think this one will be fine, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down as well. Okay, looks like we've got that in just fine. It may take a little bit for that to stick, because Fabri-Tac does give you time to play. And so then these will go right here, and I want to line up your top and bottoms. They may not be perfect, but they'll be close. And I'm going to do that with my Fabri-Tac. And this is the one we want to make sure we're going in the right direction. So that's the top. So this has to go so that the writing, because it's got writing on it. And we want the writing to go up as well. Okay, and then we'll do this one, this side. I sometimes I'm kind of heavy on the glue, but the way I see it, I want to make sure that it sticks. Okay, so we have to turn this right side up as well. Okay. Oh, how pretty. Oh, I like it. It looks like it falls. It's kind of cushiony. I like it. Okay, that's our cover. Now what we want to do is hold our pieces and our signatures in and see if that's better. Oh yeah, that's way better. And then we have time to, with decorating, it might be a little alligator mouth, but I'd rather it be full than feel like it's empty. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. So now we have our cover done. The inside, the outside cover, and it's got a little bit of padding from the Amazon packaging. And we have a beautiful inside covering for it. And we have our signatures all picked out, put together, and a few pockets in that put in. So what we need to decide next, well, I'm going to put corners on it. So maybe the next video we'll start with putting corners on the cover. And I've got to make a decision about the front, whether I want to use a stitched piece or if I want to create a topper for it. Then I usually don't sew in my signatures right away because I have to make a decision if I want to sew on any of the pages and that before they go in. So I'll make those decisions, and then I will, and we'll pick up in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Last time I looked, we were at like 495 subscribers. So share the video and let's get it up to 500. I've got a one signature journal that I think I'm going to do a drawing for a giveaway for, and all subscribers would be eligible. So again, like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to click on the bell when I upload new content, you'll be notified. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your patronage. Have a great day. Bye.